Chapter 12. द्वादशाध्यायः भक्तियोगः। अर्जुनोवाचः एवं सततयुक्ता ये भक्तस्त्वां पर्युपासते ये चापि अक्षरमव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमः। Arjun said, according to your earlier explanation, there are bhaktas endowed with nishtha who continuously engage in bhajan to your Shyam-sundar form, and there are also those who worship Nirvishesh Akshar Brahm. Of these two, who is the best type of yogi? Shri Bhagavanuvachah Mayayaveshya mano ye maam नित्ययुक्त उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेतास्ते मे युक्ततमा मतः। Shri Bhagavan said, those yogis who with transcendental faith fix their mind on my Shyam-sundar form and constantly worship me with Ananya Bhakti are the best among those who know yoga. This is my opinion. ये तवक्षरम् अनिर्देश्यम् अव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र गम अचिन्तयन् च कुटस्थम् अचलं ध्रुवम् समनिमेन्द्रिये ग्रामं सर्वत्र समबुद्धया ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहिते रतः। But those who worship my indescribable, unmanifest, all-pervading, inconceivable, immutable, eternal and featureless Brahm Sarup, while controlling their senses, maintaining equal vision everywhere, and engaging in activities for the welfare of all beings, also attain me alone. क्लेशो अधिकारतस्तेषाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखम् देहावद्भिरवाप्यते। Those whose minds are attached to the Nirvishesh Brahma Sarup experience great difficulty, for it is troublesome for the embodied jivas to attain steadiness in that which is unmanifest. ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परः अन्यन्य एव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषाम् अहं समुद्धृता मृत्यु संसारसागरात् भवामि नाचिरत् पार्थ मय्या आवेशितचेतसाम्। But to those loving bhaktas who perform all their actions with the goal of attaining me, O Partha, and who absorb themselves exclusively in my bhajan with unalloyed devotion, I give swift deliverance from this ocean of birth and death. Mayi eva mana adhastva mayi buddhim niveshaya nivasishayasi mayeva ata urdhvam na sanshaya. Fix your mind exclusively on my Shyam-sundar form and engage your intelligence fully in me. Thus, upon leaving your body, you shall certainly come to reside with me. Of this there is no doubt. Atha chittam samadhatum na shaknoshi mayi sthiram अभ्यास योगेन ततो मामिच्छाप्तुं धनंजया. O Dhananjaya, if you are unable to fix your mind steadily on me, then try to seek me by Abhyas Yoga, the practice of fixing the mind on me, while constantly restraining it from worldly affairs. Abhyase api asmartho asi मत कर्म परमो भव मद अर्थम अपि कर्माणि kurvam siddhim avapasayasi. If you are unable to engage in Abhyas Yoga, just devote yourself to acting for me alone, because by performing activities such as Shravanam and Kirtanam for my pleasure, you will certainly attain perfection. Athaitad api asakto asi kartutum mat yogam ashritaha sarva karm phalam tyagam tataha kuruya yatmavan. If, however, you are unable to work for me in this way, then take shelter of my Bhakti Yoga by renouncing the results of all your actions and with a controlled mind offer them to me. Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasa jnanam dhyanam vishishayate dhyanad karma phalas tyagas tyagat shanti anantaram. Better than Abhyas is the Gyan that gives rise to the contemplation upon me. Superior to Gyan is Dhyan, that meditation by which I am constantly remembered. Such Dhyan then leads to renunciation of the fruits of one's actions, whereby one becomes freed from the desires to enjoy Swarga and attain Moksha, and thus achieves peace of mind. Adveshta sarva bhutana Maitraha karuna evacha nirmamo nihankaraha samadukha sukha shami santushtaha satatam yogi yatatma drid nishchaya mai arpito mano buddhi yo mad bhaktaha same priya. My bhakta, who is non-envious, compassionate, and friendly towards all living beings, free from feelings of possessiveness, devoid of false ego, and evil-minded in both happiness and distress, who is forgiving, ever content, endowed with Bhakti Yoga, in control of his senses, resolutely determined and dedicated to me in both mind and intelligence, is very dear to me. Yasmano dujete loko lokano dujete chaya harsha marsha bhayo dvego mukta yaha sacha me priya. The bhakta who neither disturbs anyone nor is himself disturbed by others, and who is free from mundane happiness, intolerance, fear and anxiety, is certainly dear to me. Anapekshaha suchir daksha udasino gata vyatataha sarvarambha parityagi yo mad bhaktaha sa me priyaha. That bhakta of mine who is indifferent to all mundane activities, who is internally and externally pure, who is expert, aloof, free from all agitation, and careful to avoid any activity unfavorable to bhakti, is dear to me. Yo na harshati na dveshati na shochati na kankshati shubha shubha parityagi bhaktiman yaha same priyaha. He who neither delights in mundane pleasures nor despairs in worldly sorrows, who does not lament for any loss or hanker for any gain, who renounces both pious and impious activities, and who serves me with loving devotion, is indeed my dear bhakta. Sama shastro cha mitre cha tatha mana apamanayo shitoshana sukha dukheshu samaha sanga vivarjitaha tulya ninda stutir mani santushto yena kenachit aniketaha stiramati bhaktiman me priyo naraha. Being blessed with my bhakti, he who looks equally upon friends and enemies, who is equipoised in honor and dishonor, heat and cold, joy and anguish, praise and criticism, who is free from unfavorable association, who practices silence by controlling his speech, who remains satisfied with whatever comes to him, who is without attachment to his place of residence, and whose intelligence is firmly fixed. Such a bhakta is naturally dear to me. Ye tu dharmamritam midam yathoktam paryupasate shraddha dhana matu parama bhaktastate ativ me priya. Certainly, those bhaktas who engage in my exclusive bhajan with firm faith and worship this nectarian dharma that I have described are exceedingly dear to me. Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjun Samvade Bhakti Yogo Nama Dvadasho Adhyayah.